Buccaneers fan, my guy. Peace, peace, peace. What's good? Left hand in the building, my man Steve jumping on. We just chopping it up. But yeah, man. We had to put it on y'all, man. I think we're on a roll right now, and I think Tom Brady. I didn't like it at first. I'm not gonna even front. Fresh in them will tell you, I did not like it at first. I wasn't with it, Steve. I was about to hand in my card, Steve.
Yeah, I know. You told me that weeks ago when you were first on the show.
Yeah, man. You know what? I said, you know what? It is what it is. I'm rooting for the team instead of just the one person. A lot of people are just rooting for one person. I'm rooting for the team because that's my team. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I like it that we're doing well. Of course, I wish we could, out of all the bullshit that we've been through, we would be the first team to host the Super Bowl in our own stadium.
I mean, you got the firepower and the team constructed to be able to do so.
But you know what? Here's the thing with that, though, Steve. As being a Buccaneers fan and everything is bad luck, we're going to, go to the Super Bowl, play the Super Bowl in our home stadium, and nobody going to be there.
That would be your luck.
Shit is crazy. That would be it. You know what I'm saying? That would be, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But yeah, that's my squad, man. Even last year when we had Fitzpatrick and everybody was going crazy, I knew that Steeler game, that Monday night when we played the Steelers, I knew that's where the roof was going to cave in. The roof was going to cave in because he was doing well. Fitzpatrick will give you 6 weeks of love. 300-yard game here, a couple of wins there, but he plays well. You know what I'm saying? And then week 5, week 6, oh shit. Here comes back to life, back to reality out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But let me talk, speaking on Ryan Fitzpatrick, I see the Miami Dolphins with the Tua Tagovailoa as a starter now. And some people are saying, it was time. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. I don't care what nobody say. To do your intro to your show, I'm just talking, man. I'm ready to get it popping.
No, that's fine. I'm actually just trying to.
I don't care what nobody say. To do your intro to your show, I'm just talking. Yeah, man, because I can talk. I'm ready to get it popping. I'm on talking Packers with Stevie K. I'm gonna talk about the Packers getting stomped out.
It's all good. But hey, I'm the one that was gonna wait a little bit later. We might as well start now.
Yeah, right now it's on you. It's on you, baby. It's your show.
No, hey, it's fine. I don't mind. Hey, welcome everybody here to the channel. Welcome here to the Sports Talk Network. Welcome to Talking Packers with Steve. Which each and every week I talk about all 32 teams. I go over the week before and go over the week coming up. And as we do with me and my crew, is we predict the games, whether they're on the show or not, predict the games and running tally, which so far, if I look at my handy-dandy notebook, we have John in the lead so far, 72-21, left-handed, 71-22, Steve, 67-26, and the real deal, Jaden Steele, 71-22. So it's close. But we're battling through each and every week. Also, I wanted to promote, as I am working here, as you can see by the hat, has anybody ever visited a Five Guys restaurant in your area? They are a nationwide company. We have one Five Guys here in Wausau. But I just wanted to promote that if you are in the central Wisconsin area, let alone in any area. If you have a Five Guys near you, check them out. I'd let them know Steve sent you. But yeah, beyond that, I was just thinking, with Tua Tagovailoa being named the starter in Miami left-handed, it's certainly going to be interesting. And I thought it was kind of odd myself when I saw the news, breaking news, Tua starting from Miami when Fitzpatrick was actually doing some magic and doing well, and the team was succeeding in winning games, with the teams on their schedule. And certainly, why do they feel that now is the time to have Tua start and take over for Ryan? Like, I think they should have just kept it going with Ryan, going well until maybe the wheels came off and Ryan had his Fitzpatrick game where he interceptions or something, and then pull him out. That being the reason, and then you start your future as you're going to at any point anyways. with Tua Tagovailoa and then move on from there. Not when you're doing well. You're on this bye anyway. It's okay. I get it. A bye week, that's usually when you would want to have the rookie come in with a week off and this and that, but you're actually doing well now. And your bye week is earlier because of the changes in the schedule because of COVID. So, I don't know. For me, I agree with you. It's kind of interesting and very weird that they're doing this now. But it would have been better PR to do it when Fitzpatrick has a bad game, and that could be a reason to pull him and to put in Tua.
Man, check this out. I'm going to keep it real simple for you. November 2019, Tua breaks his hip. October 2020, Tua is the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. For me, I'm not really, I think that's a little bit too much because before the season started, and let's keep it real, even though, we're dealing with this pandemic and COVID, football started on time. Right? So the whole situation with Tua was we gonna let Ryan Fitzpatrick rock out this year, which was probably gonna be his last year anyway. Right? And I'm going somewhere with this. And Tua was gonna sit the year, get his hip right, get right, and then 2021-22, he would be the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins going forward. Boom. Right? So now, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he was playing well this year. He was playing well as could be expected. The team was playing for him. They were doing their thing. And I don't know if you heard the news, but he wasn't too happy about that.
Right.
It came to him as a total shock. He felt like, he got fired. Because again, at the end of the day, and I don't want to hear all that nonsense that is I'm not gonna call it monkey shit, but it's almost monkey shit that this is the perfect time for Tua to come in and do all of this, and he's gonna be the, not the savior, but he's gonna. I guess you can call him the savior. You drafted him number one. Like, what else did you get him for? I get it, but what if he gets hurt? Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. And Brian Flores, I respect Brian Flores and what he's doing, man, because Miami's gonna be that next team. If Buffalo can't handle the weight, it looks like they can't. Miami's gonna be that next thing. Because the Jets, I don't know what the hell they doing. We could go out there, me and you could go out there and beat the Jets.
They're in their own category, you see those lists and tiers, and the Jets are always just the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets, they do it to themselves. But shout out to Sadat X. That's my man. He's a Jets fan. Shout out to Dottie X, brand Nubian. Yeah, man. I think that with what Miami Dolphins are going through it was too soon to throw Tagliavoa in the mix. I think that a bye week, that's cool. Now he's gonna go up against Aaron Donald in them. I guess we'll get into that later. But I'm just saying, man, like I'm not understanding. I thought that the plan was for Tua to sit this year, let Ryan Fitzpatrick rock out, let him do what he does. And again, at the beginning of the season, I think I'm not sure if we talked about it on this show right here or if I talked about it on another show. I said, Ryan Fitzpatrick can do what he does because anything can happen. He can hit a thumb on a helmet, be out for a couple of weeks. You might have to throw Tua in the fire anyway. Just don't snatch the job away from the man like that. You don't do that. You don't do it like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because like you said, even though you said it, you said, the Fitzpatrick game where he just stinks the joint up was going to come. And that would have been your perfect excuse to say, you know what? We got two in there. Now go win. Now, this is what I'm saying to you, Brian Flores and the Miami Dolphins. Now you got two in the mix. Go win the division. Go win the AFC East. Go host a playoff game. Because you got your future. Your future is now for you. And now you got a disgruntled Ryan Fitzpatrick. Just because you want to bring Tua Tagliavoa in the mix. And what did I start off with? November 2019. Tua's messed up. October 2020, he's a starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, like I said, it's just odd just because of the circumstance. The Dolphins actually doing well, still technically in the race for their division, playoff spot, and all of that.
Right. I mean, so how do you? And again, I'm not trying to say that it's not going to work or whatever the case may be, but I just thought that I think at least a year, Steve, at least it wasn't a year. It wasn't a year. He got hurt in November. This is October. It wasn't a year. So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? But
I think they're trying to rush it too fast to have two in the fold. As you were kind of saying, your own way. It's just I get it. He is your future. Ryan is not. That we get. We agree. And I think we also agree that it just wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right moment. It wasn't the right set of circumstances to put Tua Tagovailoa in the starting lineup right now when the Dolphins are doing well. Ryan's not having that Ryan game yet or at all. Right. Hinting to it, right? He's not doing, fantabulous, but still he's being a good bridge quarterback. He's being a good quarterback there for the Miami Dolphins and Brian Flores. So just because things are changed around because of COVID-19, and the Miami Dolphins now have a bye week this week instead of, I think it was supposed to be week number 11, whatever. Now you decide to put Tua in just because, he will be our future. That's great. But either A, you wait for Ryan Fitzpatrick to have his Ryan game, or you just wait till the end of the gosh darn season, let it float to where it'll go with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and then, hey, maybe you'll make the playoffs with Ryan, and he's doing that well. Because isn't Brian Flores supposed to say that he has wholehearted faith in Ryan Fitzpatrick, and that shows, whether it's lip service or straight facts from Flores. However, whatever, then why are we doing that? I just think it's just bad timing, and for PR wise, I think it's kind of
dumb. I just think, and Steve, I don't want to look at it as you trying to talk bad about the Miami Dolphins. I'm not at all, because that's their situation. They got to deal with that.
Right.
But I'm looking at it from a perspective of, this is all you got. You know what I'm saying? This is all you got to go. This is what you're going to deal with for the next 10 years. The next 10 years. This is your future for the next 10 years. So you're going to let it all ride on this kid where you're not really sure if he's really 100%. And what if something could have happened to Ryan Fitzpatrick? He might not even have had a Ryan Fitzpatrick bad game. He might have got hurt. Then you could, you put Tua in there, get him some experience. But as far as to say you the starting quarterback going forward, because for me, and I guess we can move on after this. If Tua gets hurt, then what? You just gonna throw Ryan Fitzpatrick back in there?
After what you did to him, I don't know.
Right. And the only reason I'm saying that is because this was supposed to be Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think he was going to call it a career after this. He did all he could do. Let him ride it out. Let him ride it out. And you got Tua to fall back on.
Yeah, you got Tua to fall back in and Tua for your future, So
yep,
all of that,
That's it. So, talking Packers with Steve, we're going to talk Buccaneers and Packers.
That's for sure. But before that, so I can delay the pain a little bit, I'll go through the rest of the scores from last week.
You see how you try to rock me to sleep? You see how you try to rock me to sleep there? All right, we can do that. Okay.
Well, when it loads. But also, just so you know, Lieutenant, I did send an invite to Fresh, so he'll be joining us here shortly. But
let's go.
But excuse me. But yeah, in regards to week 6 was an interesting week 6. Maybe not a high quality powered week of action in regards to on paper heading into the week, but I would say overall, in regards to the games, they certainly were interesting. And here is the scores finally load for me on NFL.com. I'll run through all the other games, and then we'll talk about the Packer one. The Broncos beating the Patriots 18-12. Texans losing to the Titans 42-36. Steelers crush the Browns that thought they were something 38-7. We have the Ravens and the Eagles. Eagles actually keeping it close. Ravens win 30-28. Giants survive and get their first win, beating the Washington football team 20-19. The Falcons get their first win and show up and win 40-23 on the road against the Minnesota Vikings, being their own mess. We got the Lions defeating the Jaguars 34-16. Colts over Bengals 31-27. Bears over Panthers 23-16. The Dolphins, as we've been talking about, winning 24-0 over the Jets. The 49ers showing out a little bit, beating the Rams, getting the win 24-16. Doubleheader on Monday night. First, we had what was supposed to be the Thursday night football game. Chiefs and Bills matchup of the week for me. Chiefs getting the win 26-17 over Buffalo. And Dallas is starting their losing streak here. Starting here with Arizona 38-10. And as we're going to talk about here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 38-10 win over Green Bay.
You know what the score was. Stop playing. You know what the score was.
And 38 unanswered. Let's just call it that way because we were up 10-0.
Absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
And that game, turned on its head with that pick six. And from there, it was the slow decline for Packer fans and uptick for Buccaneer fans in regards to the enjoyment of the game. For Buccaneer fans and Packer fans there in that battle. Aaron Rodgers has a pick six. Then he has a second interception the next drive. And that one almost was a pick six on its own. It took him to the 2-yard line, I think it was. And one play later, they run it in with Jones. So the Buccaneers. So 14-point swing. Then Brady just keeps it trucking, keep it moving there. And they didn't turn back. It was 38-10, obviously, like I said, with the win, and Green Bay just couldn't get it. And I think, Aaron Rodgers, sometimes even he's my quarterback. That's my team, right? And I keep it real, too, because Aaron Rodgers sometimes pisses me off because him and his bravado can be a little too much sometimes to get in his own way, right? Quarterbacks, by their nature, to me, seem like always have that swag, arrogance sometimes. Being a starting quarterback, I guess you need it. But Aaron sometimes can use it negatively. And I think Ndamukong Suh got in his head a little bit and wasn't able to be himself for the rest of the game. And that's unfortunate, for the Packers offense. So all in all, it is what it is. It's one game. We move on. We keep on ticking. We face Houston next and hopefully, do well there. And for the Buccaneers, you prove that you can hang with the big boys in the NFC, and that maybe all that talk wasn't just talk, and maybe Tom Brady and the Buccaneers can actually do something in the playoffs, can actually make it to the Super Bowl, and can actually maybe even win it. But here for the first step, a win is a win, and they earned it, all that. And as a Packer fan, one loss, we move on, we'll be fine. And we just go from there. We soldier on, as I always say, that day happened, you move on, forward motion, left, right, left, and move on from there. And face Houston and hopefully crush them into the ground. So that's hopefully the plan moving forward for Green Bay. How about Tampa Bay? What's their plan? How is things going there in Tampa, or for Tampa Bay fans there with the win over Green Bay?
Yeah, I mean, it's okay right now. It's okay. You know what? I'm a Buccaneers fan, like I said. Our secondary isn't getting burnt as much. You know what I mean? We're young back there. I think that our defense is top. Even though we lost Vita Vea for the year, we traded for Steve McClendon from the Jets. I think that our defense is still, top notch. Our defense is really, really good. I'm not going to call us great, because I don't, we're nowhere near 2003. We talked about that earlier. I think that offensively, I think, when you play with somebody that is great as Tom Brady is, that's going to make you want to step up and be better. I was very impressed with Ronald Jones. I think he had 113 yards. I think that he was the dude because I was really high on Ronald Jones 2 years ago. And he had, didn't really, get a lot of burn the first year. He got some burn last year, but this year I think that he's stepping his game up as he should. The kid Keyshawn Vaughn, the rookie, is doing his numbers. Even though Leonard Fournette was, I just thought Leonard Fournette was going to beast on the Packers defense, but it's all good. Tom Brady, did his thing. But here's the most impressive thing for me, Steve, for my Buccaneers.
All right, speak on it.
Okay. We didn't let the 10-point deficit get us down, right? The game, usually a Buccaneers game is full of drama at the end. You know that. But we had no penalties. Zero. We had zero penalties. And I think that was that's really big. Brady and Gronkowski was, getting familiar with each other in the Buccaneers uniform, which is love. And I think that we played an all-around complete game, and I think we can only get better because our schedule is going to get tough. We got, Kansas City down the road. You know what I mean? And I think that we got to really, really be ready to play these good, tough games because we lost on the road to Chicago. You know what I mean? That was a brain fart by Tom Brady. I'm not going to read into too much of the fact that we, beat a very, very good NFC team in the Green Bay Packers. I just think that, our defense did show up as we always do. And Ndamukong Suh, right, actually, treated, Aaron Rodgers kind of, bad, but it's all good. And I'm proud of my team. Are we one of the top dogs in the NFC? I'm not going to say that right now. I'm not going to say that right now. Everybody else can say it. You know what I mean? Because a game like I'm going to say it again, a game like the Chicago Bears on the road, we should have won. So again, at the end of the day, we still got to, get that New Orleans Saints across the bear. You know what I mean? So again, to call us one of the top dogs in the NFC, I don't know, but I'm proud of my team, man. We played very, very well. Tampa Bay all day. Let's go.
Salute to the room. Salute Stevie K. Salute left-handed. You heard?
Peace, God. Let's go with you.
How you doing, Fred?
I'm good. I'm just checking in now. Showing love, supporting now. You already know how that go. We support each other. And, I ain't going to really talk too much about the Giants, but I've been seeing what's going on in the NFL right now. And I'm liking what I see, but there's a big lack of defense all across the NFL altogether. It's a lot of high-scoring games, a lot of 300, 200 passing yards out here, 400 passing yards. Feel me? So right now, I'm excited to see what the playoffs will look like because that's when it's crunch time for me, like really right now for this season, because it's kind of lackluster the regular season. I'm not really excited. I like the playoffs when it becomes crunch time. Feel me?
Yeah. Feel it. But hey, your Giants, they got to win. You got the first win of the season. So hopefully build on from there, beating Washington football team. But a win is a win there, getting a win by a point. So good for Giants fans out there getting that first win. So you don't have to be that team is the last one to get their first win kind of thing.
Yeah, but without having my running back, I'm not really expecting too much. And, I think the offensive line needs to either protect Daniel Jones more and not even protect Daniel Jones from defense. They need to protect Daniel Jones from Daniel Jones because he's doing a lot of.
There you go.
I'm a realist. I'm from Harlem. I'm not going to play.
Yep. Absolutely. Look the shot for that. Yep.
Hey,
go ahead, cousin.
But hey, with how crazy or bad or whatever word you want to use that the NFC East is, the Giants win tomorrow night against in their next game or tomorrow night or whenever they play, they can still be in it to win that division. So and with Dak out and Dallas starting their losing streak, I think, and whatever, that the Giants, if they can get shit right, can maybe dethrone Philadelphia to take the division, since Dallas is not going to be having it.
Stevie, they're going to be doing it for no reason, because either way, it's looking like either the people that's looking like they're going to be in the Super Bowl right now. There's 4 teams that look like they're going to be in the Super Bowl. I'm going to name 4 of them right now. The Steelers look like they want to be in the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers look like they want to be in the Super Bowl. Kansas City look like they want to be in the Super Bowl. And not for nothing, Seattle Seahawks look like they want to be in the Super Bowl. So those are the only teams that really mean something as far as visually. I'm not going to exclude the Titans all the way, because I see you, Titans. I see you, Titans. I see what's going on over there. They definitely balling over there. And I'm not going to completely close the window on the Baltimore Ravens. But if Lamar Jackson doesn't get it together, he's just going to be a kid that could take you to the playoffs, but not take you to the big dance and win it. So, I mean, and that's just what I'm seeing visually. I'm not saying close the door completely on them, but if you're giving me an instant replay of what you did the past 2 seasons, then you're not trying to go to the Super Bowl. That's just my assessment.
To talk about the Eagles and the Giants, I think that, regardless of what's going on within the division, the Eagles haven't won a game at home all year. The Giants, are 3-17 in their past 20 road games. But who do I believe in more in this game? Real talk. I believe in Daniel Jones more than I do with Carson Wentz.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can agree with that.
Salute to Steve with his mug root beer. I not for nothing. I believe in Daniel Jones and the Giants and what they're doing more than I believe in what Carson Wentz is doing with the Eagles. I think Carson Wentz is the catalyst of the Eagles' downfall. Straight like that. Carson Wentz. I don't believe in Carson Wentz at all. Just like I don't believe in Matt Ryan. But that's another story. But
so let me ask this.
Let's just put it.
Go ahead, cousin. Let's go.
I was going to ask. So, was getting rid of Nick Foles the worst mistake the Eagles ever did after winning the Super Bowl?
No, it's not the worst. It could be one of the worst, because
let me name one of the worst that let me name one that might be one of the worst mistakes they did, giving Carson Wentz all that money so soon.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I think that again. I don't want to harp on it, Steve, and I don't want to hear your thoughts on this. I think Carson Wentz is kind of fragile.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Carson Wentz is a dude that, a regular season quarterback, he gives you the excellent numbers, the great passing yards, the passing completion, all that analytical bullshit, all that shit he gives you to you. But in the playoffs, all of a sudden he got a headache. And I don't think that hit on Davion Clowney last year was all that bad.
Left-handed Stevie K. I'm asking y'all this question right now: is Carson Wentz a quarterback or a game manager?
Game manager. I would say he's more of a game manager than an actual starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, though, Fresh, he's not even doing a good job managing the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on Carson Wentz's jersey like Fresh is on Vin Rock.
Well, give me some Dutchess and some sunflower seeds.
You know what I'm saying? But but again, the Eagles, they could just be wiping that division clean. But it's just something with them, man, that's keeping them from being what they need to be. And I think that's Carson Wentz. What's your thoughts on that, Steve?
Yeah, I think they have that in them, and we've seen it in the games and in other aspects of their team to be able to do something, to be able to be the king of the division with Dak part of it or whatever, just being with everybody full man stocked in that division, not only in the NFC, be able to do something. And I think that beyond just Carson Wentz, also game planning. I think Doug Peterson is some to blame as well, to be quite honest, especially for this season so far and how it's going, time management otherwise. But yeah, the Eagles, they could in the end get in this division, but with the craziness of the division, and I want to throw this out to you guys and to whoever's watching live, you're welcome to share in the chat. As of right now, just at this very moment, what team do you guys will say, like if you had to put money on, what team would you say is going to be winning the NFC East this year?
The Giants.
What? That's how you feel?
Yep. If I had to put money on it right now, like he said, I would pick the Giants to win the division.
I could see that. And you know why I could see that? Not only because I'm a Giants fan, because the games that we did lose, we barely lost them hoes, really. Like, we was in them, or games we just gave it up at, I don't know. But we look like we want to play for a few quarters, but we don't play for all four. You got to play for all 4 quarters, and we got to save Daniel Jones from himself. So I could see the Giants actually winning it.
And that's where I was going to go too. My vote was going to be Giants.
But that's it, though. Everybody else is going to pounce on them. They not Kansas City ready. Giants ain't Kansas City ready. They not Tampa Bay ready. They not.
You're not. I mean, they might not even fit. They might not make it to 8-8, and they'll win the division.
Probably not.
No wild card.
So,
no wild.
They just the best of a bad bunch. Because I was going to say the reason why I picked the Giants fresh, and I know that probably throw a lot of people off or whatever. The Eagles don't want it. The Washington football team is not ready for it, and the Cowboys don't know what the hell is going on. So you leave the Giants. They have a quarterback who's trying to get it together.
Yeah,
Saquon Barkley's gone. We're past that. Devontae Freeman is running the ball like he with some passion. Let Daniel Jones let your defense, keep Daniel Jones off the field. Okay, do what they got to do. Snatch some turnovers. You could do some things. I think that Giants team could do it, and I think tomorrow night it starts tomorrow night with the Giants. They're gonna beat the Eagles.
No, you're predicting Giants over Eagles?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna ride with my Giants whether they win or lose. I'm gonna pick them regardless. Whether I think they're gonna lose or not. I'm saying Big Blue all day. God damn it.
Carson Wentz is gonna do something to mess that game up for the Eagles. Here's another point, Steve. Real quick, Steve. You talked about game planning and Doug Peterson. That's cool. But look at Nelson Aguilar. Look at what Nelson Aguilar is doing with the Raiders. He's killing shit.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Nelson Aguilar couldn't catch a cold with the Eagles. He couldn't catch a cold.
Matter of fact, don't y'all play the Raiders next?
Yeah, we play Sunday night.
Interesting.
Yeah. Look at this guy. Yeah, we play on Sunday night. Absolutely. We play on Sunday.
Interesting.
And look, and that's just my point, my guy. When I talk about when we talk about the Eagles or whatever, what was they, downfall or whatever? It's Carson Wentz all day. Carson Wentz all day long. They basically pretty much got
pay him that money.
I mean, look at Miles Sanders. He's even trying. I mean, he has a bad drop. He had a bad fumble. I get it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave it up. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna shut up, man.
Nah. Yo, I really gotta head out. I just wanted to come in and chop it up for a second. I gotta start up a tribute joint that I gotta do for Iron Man, and I'm only built for Cuban Link. So a lot of people requested it on Twitter. So I just wanted to chop it up, show love. You know what I mean? We talking Packers with Stevie, left-handed. You already know what it is. And I'm definitely going to come back on and do a full show. But right now, my phone is going crazy. They requesting this Ghostface.
All right, go ahead, man. Do what you do, bro.
Yeah, do your thing, bro. You got it.
Salute, fellas. Appreciate y'all.
Peace. But I think for Fresh taking time of his day before the show there. And also, the reason I have the helmets, of course, these two, it's because it is my game of the week. My helmet game of the week is Tampa Bay. I almost said Oakland. Tampa Bay, Las Vegas. Tampa Bay, Las Vegas. Being played in Vegas. The Raiders and the Buccaneers. It's a Super Bowl rematch. but Tampa Bay versus the Las Vegas Raiders. And hey, left-handed here. He is a Buccaneer fan. Happy to hear of it, a Super Bowl rematch, because that team won the Super Bowl. So it's okay that I can bring it up to him of a Super Bowl rematch. It'd be different if I had a Raider fan here. So, but it is a Super Bowl rematch. I do have a couple Raider friends in the YouTube world. Shout out to Raider John and Raider fan 1995, friends of mine. But anyways, Byron and John. But anyways, it's that is my game of the week, because the other game that I thought could be game of the week is the Monday night game with the Rams and the Bears, with the record and the matchup. But I just thought with Tampa Bay and Las Vegas, in that battle, especially with Oakland coming off the high of beating the Kansas City Chiefs and then going on a bye, so coming off their bye week, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers stopping a mud hole in Green Bay and walking it dry and getting a win there. So, But anyways, I guess we'll just throw it right there. Be talking about your team, sir, left-handed. How do you see that one going in Las Vegas? Buccaneers, Raiders.
John Gruden now gets to coach against, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He gets to coach his real love, his real team, against the team he won
first,
right
back in the day,
with Tony Dungy's team. But I ain't gonna say nothing about that. But I think that it's going to be an event. Gruden's going to have the Raiders hyped up. But I think that my Buccaneers are on a roll right now. We're gonna have to, do it on the road as well. I'm expecting some fireworks. I want to see what my defense does on the Nelson Aguilar kid. I want to see what we do with that tight end that they got, because we have a couple of tight ends as well. The defenses are gonna, bang out. I just hope that the Raiders show up, because I know my Buccaneers are gonna show up. We're on the roll right now, and I think is it going to be a high scoring game? I think it might be in the 30s. I think it might get in the 30s. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let Ronald Jones keep doing what he does, but we have to watch out for Josh Jacobs on the other side. You know what I mean? So, but still, I think that we have enough to go out there and do some things and bring home a win against Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders, doing well in the draft, getting Ruggs, having the firepower there with Derek Carr. Derek Carr, Ruggs, and their perfect offense, and also the running back department. Their tight end came on the scene earlier in the season, so he's an asset. So him against Gronk there in that battle. But for me, I'm going Tampa Bay as well in regards to predictions. I'm predicting Tampa Bay over Las Vegas in a high-scoring game, 32-28, something like that. I don't know, but either way, it'll be a close game, high-scoring game. There with Tampa Bay getting the win. Now, I was talking about the other games and talking about this upcoming week. That is week 7. Well, we already gave our thoughts for the Giants and the Eagles. That's all predicting the Giants defeating Philadelphia. So moving on to Sunday, we have the 5-0 Titans facing off against the 5-0 Steelers. Someone has to lose.
My game of the week. That's my game of the week.
Yeah, like I said, it was another contender for me, but I picked the Tampa Bay Las Vegas game. But anyways, your game of the week, Titans, Steelers, and Tennessee. What team will get their first L of the season?
I think that the team that's going to get their first L of the season is going to be the team that probably should have had an L already, is Tennessee. They missed, almost 2 weeks of practice. They had 2 games postponed, dealing with the coronavirus, outbreak. But I think they've been, they've looked better. I mean, Derrick Henry's had mad games with 200 yards. You know what I mean? They look kind of scared to tackle Derrick Henry, to tell you the truth. They've gone over 40 points in consecutive games. First time that's happened since 1999. And that's kind of like a synergy with that, because that's the last time they went to the Super Bowl. So I think that the Steelers, on their side, I said it before the season started, and nobody wants to give me my props for that. Everybody was talking about the Baltimore Ravens and then this and that, and then this. No, the Pittsburgh Steelers I said Ben is coming back. Ben is going to do his numbers. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be ready to rock and roll. Nobody wanted to listen. Now look,
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't listening then either because I was like, I don't know about Pittsburgh. They might just continue to fail, even with Ben back. Like I didn't believe in them. I didn't think they were going to be coming like this.
Nah. I like the Steelers, but I think the problem that the Steelers have is that they haven't faced an offense that's as good as Tennessee. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you could really say that the offenses that they faced this season in 3 of their 5 wins, they played the Giants, the Broncos, and they beat the Eagles. And I think all of those, they rank like in the bottom 6 for total yards. So if you're going to try to stop Tennessee, you're going to know about Derrick Henry. But Ryan Tannehill is still that dude. He is like, the Ryan Tannehill we all thought we would see in Miami. He's that dude. But we all know that Derrick Henry is taking a lot of weight off his shoulders, which is great because he's still doing him. The Titans put up more than 600 yards of offense on Houston. They're not going to get nowhere near that against the Steelers. But I think that Pittsburgh is going to come up with a big play on defense. They might even force a fumble. I like the Steelers over Tennessee.
And for me, for the prediction, I'm going the other way. I'm going Titans over the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers showing that they're good, but I just don't know if they'll be able to handle Tennessee. More so their defense than offense. And Tennessee defense is could almost be the backbone just as well as Tannehill and the offense have been doing. So all in all, I think Tennessee's a more complete team. And I think in regards to the matchup, Tennessee's defense against Pittsburgh's offense, I think Tennessee, that's where the bend and break is going to happen in regards to what's going to be the keys to the game. There specifically, I'm going Tennessee over Pittsburgh in that matchup there. The next one, we have the Dallas Cowboys, a 2-4 facing off in Washington against the 1-5 Washington football team. I'll go first here. I'm going Washington football team to get the win. Left-handed, what say you in regards to this NFC East battle?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's good?
No, I was just saying, what are your what's your pick for the Washington game against Dallas?
I think Washington is going to beat Dallas. I think Dallas is going to fall completely off the map. Dallas is done for.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Dallas is done for. Andy Dalton is a bum. I don't know what the big deal is with Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton was a bum in Cincinnati, and he's a bum in Dallas.
Yeah, he had a few good years there, and since he's taking that team to the playoffs.
What? What did they do?
I'm just saying he was good enough to be there, not only to be the starting quarterback, to take that team to not Super Bowls, playoff appearances. They just couldn't win in the playoffs. So I was thinking that now that Andy Dalton being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys with Zeke Elliott, if he doesn't fumble the damn ball, that he could be a serviceable good quarterback as the former starting quarterback of Cincinnati, to be able to take that team somewhere. But from seeing last week, I guess that's not going to happen. So, but I have more faith in Andy than I guess you and others.
Man, let me tell you something. You talk about they had playoff appearances, like they played Houston twice in a row and lost. They had the Chargers at home and lost. Like, for me, it was more about Marvin Lewis. Like, what the hell is Marvin Lewis still doing there? And so for me, like, Andy Dalton, like, he's like, he's a poor man's Kirk Cousins. Andy Dalton. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? No. So for me, I just don't rock with Andy Dalton. I don't rock with him.
I get that. Now, this next one, we can kind of go quickly because I'm sure we're both going to agree. 4-2 Bills are going to defeat the Jets and keep them winning.
Yeah. They're going to stomp a mole in the Jets.
and walk it dry. They're going to keep going for Buffalo Bills, rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling, I guess. Circling the wagons and all that stuff.
Right.
But hey, I like it too. So, anyways, the next one, 3-3, Carolina Panthers travel to New Orleans to face the 3-2 Saints divisional battle there in New Orleans. This one's going to be a interesting matchup for sure because we have Teddy Bridgewater going up against his old team. They're starting now for Carolina. Excuse me, on the road. So left-handed, what say you? How do you see Carolina faring against New Orleans?
I think we have really yet to see the real New Orleans Saints. And I think that has something to do with locker room issues, which they're not going to talk about. But I see something that's not really the Saints. It's trying to click, but it's not clicking with the New Orleans Saints. And I think that they're going to win. They're going to beat Carolina. But I think that we haven't seen the best, or even halfway best, of the New Orleans Saints yet. You know, oh yeah, we Tampa Bay, whatever. But the Buccaneers gave that game away. Okay, I'm thinking that New Orleans is going to win, and then they want to be lost this early in the season. They're not used to having 3 losses. You know what I mean? By week 7. You know. So I'm looking for New Orleans to win it and win it convincingly. They gotta get their respect back. You gotta put some respect in the game. Go ahead.
I get that. Hey, I'm picking the Saints as well. I don't know if I'm going a big win or blowout, but I am agreeing with the actual prediction in its own right. Saints winning against Carolina. Next game, for me, you already know where I stand here. Loyal to my team. The 4-1 Packers go into Houston to face the 1-5 Houston Texans. Who should have won last week, but anyways, Packers Texans. I'm going with the Packers, of course. Left-handed. Do you agree? Or do you see Houston trying to keep on this bounce back with Romeo Crennel as their interim head coach?
I think that the Packers need to win this game, and this is another team that has to win convincingly. They had all the swag in the world. Everybody was so impressed with what Green Bay was doing, and they were doing some nice things. They got home against Buccaneers. I think it's a game where they have to get their swag back. They have to prove who they are. You know what I mean? And I think that people didn't lose respect for Green Bay, but as every other team in the league, you can't get touched. You know what I mean? So I think the Houston Texans is going through some other things right now. And I think it was, Green Bay's not going to worry about that. They got to get back on the winning track. So I think Green Bay beats Houston.
All right, then chugging right along here, we got 4-2 Browns, 1-4-1 Bengals. There in that matchup, I'm going with Cleveland to bounce back and get the win here against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Close game, low scoring game, but I'm going Cleveland to get the W. What say you?
Oh man, I like the Bengals, man. I like Joe Burrow. I rock with Joe Burrow, man. For me, it's like which Cleveland Browns team is going to show up. I want to say Cincinnati, but I think Cleveland is starting to really put it together where they have to play on the field instead of playing in the newspapers and playing on paper. So I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns over Cincinnati.
All right, moving right along. 2-3 Lions, 1-5 Falcons. They're in that matchup. Again, I'll go first here. I'm going to go with the Falcons getting the win. Showing the team they actually can be when they want to try hard. Last week, getting the big win against Minnesota. In general, for the team, big win, first win, and then big win as in the margin of score, big win on the road against Minnesota Vikings. So now taking on another NFC North team. With the Lions there. I'm going with Falcons over Lions in Atlanta. So left-handed, what say you? How do you see Atlanta doing at home against Detroit?
We'll see what the Atlanta Falcons are made of now. They're going to have a home game against the Detroit Lions team that they should beat. But putting a 40 burger on Minnesota is seems like it's easy since they traded Everson Griffin. But I think the Atlanta Falcons now have a chance to realize that they can play good football and be a good football team. Now they just got to do it in front of their home crowd. Give me the Atlanta Falcons, man. I'll take the Falcons over Detroit.
All right, next up we have the Seattle Seahawks 5-0 against the 4-2 Arizona Cardinals at home. I'm going to go first here. It might not be a shocking one, but I am going to kind of take a leap of faith. Let's put it that way. I'm going to the Arizona Cardinals to win and get the win at home, giving Seattle the first L of the season and dropping them to 5-1, Arizona 5-2, and keeping up with Seattle in regards to trying to win that division outright. So for me, I'm going Arizona over Seattle, like a 26-24 win, something like that. Whatever the score is, I don't care, whatever. I have AZ getting the win. What say you? See Seattle keeping on, staying undefeated?
I'm with you, man. I think Arizona is going to beat Seattle. Seattle's defense stinks. So I think that, Arizona putting 38 on the Cowboys was just a precursor of things to come. I think Arizona is trying to be a good football team. And I think that a game like this against the Seahawks would kind of like really prove who they are. They've won 2 straight. The offense is clicking. It's a division game. They could knock the O off of Seattle's record. I like Arizona, man.
Mm-hmm. Next one, we got the battle of one-win teams. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars facing off against the Los Angeles Chargers. They're in Los Angeles. For me, I'm going to go Chargers over Jaguars. The Chargers really have impressed in the last few weeks in regards to, their rookie quarterback doing pretty well. I think he should be Rookie of the Year, all in all. But all in all, I'm going with Chargers over Jaguars for the win. What say you?
The Chargers are coming off a bye. Got a game that they can win against Jacksonville. Justin Herbert should, have a nice day against that defense. Give me give me the Chargers, man. Give me the Chargers.
Next one could be an interesting one. Which 49ers team are we going to see? Which Patriots team are we going to see? They're kind of a Jekyll and Hyde Jack of trades in regards to laying an egg 1 week, showing they can be dominant for their division, conference, whatever, for the team. 49ers, Patriots in New England, 3-3 Niners, 2-3 Patriots. For me, I'm rocking with the home team. Patriots getting the win, rising to 300 record-wise. So I'm going New England. Nathaniel, what say you? Think 49ers get a win on the road?
They beat the Rams. That's a good sign. The 49ers are beat up. We already know that. Jimmy Garoppolo's good, face his former team. My question would be for the Niners, which Jimmy Garoppolo are we going to see? As far as the Patriots are concerned, man, I think that whatever, they do, Cam and losing to the Broncos was kind of, unexpected. And that's going to be a hit on them. Even with all the situations that they're dealing with the COVID and all that, you can't lose to Denver, man. But I think that give me the Niners. I'll take the Niners. Give me the Niners. I think Garoppolo's going to play well against his old team.
Okay. Hey, that would be the grandest motivation, right? So, we're different there. Here, moving on, we got the 5-1 Chiefs against the 2-3 Broncos in Denver. Divisional game here. For me, I'm rocking with the Chiefs getting a big win. Hey, Denver got their big win last week against New England this past week, so for them there. But here I'm going Kansas City to get a big win, maybe by 10 points or more. But do you agree? Do you think the Broncos have a chance?
No. Kansas City went up to Buffalo, pounded the football. You don't really expect them to do that. They need to get back to, moving the football down the field, which is being true to who they are. I think Kansas City's going to, have a nice game. They got to, show and prove that they're still a class of the AFC.
And last but certainly not least, as we already talked about the Buccaneers-Raiders game for Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football, we've got the Rams and the Bears. They're in that battle there, in Los Angeles. 5-1 Bears, 4-2 Rams. For me, I'm going with the Rams, going with the home team in this battle. Close matchup. but I just see the Rams winning. And I'm not just saying this as a Packer fan, but in general, I'm rocking with the Rams to get the win because I honestly believe that to be true and going to happen on Monday. So let's say you see the Rams winning or the Bears keeping up with Green Bay in their own division.
That was a bad loss for the Rams against the 49ers. A lot of people, not myself included, saying that the Rams fast start was, kind of, fake. We'll find out definitely against the Chicago Bears this week. The Bears are 5-1. I'm gonna give them their props. Whatever they're doing, it might not be pretty, but it's getting the job done and it's working for them. So give me the Chicago Bears, man. Give me the Chicago Bears.
All right, we're different there. But yeah, those are all our predictions in regards to this upcoming week, number 7. Certainly going to be an interesting one overall in regards to the many games, in regards to the continuation of seeing, which it will be continually throughout the whole season for the NFC East, let alone the whole NFL. Of course, the COVID being that dark cloud in the sky that's hovering all the time, changing schedules, everything being changed already, as we talked about earlier with Miami. Their bye week is now because of this. It was supposed to be like week 11. So, all that being rearranged and seeing how that all affects it. Hopefully we can just move on. Also, college football. I'm wearing red for Five Guys, but I also bleed red in regards to the Wisconsin Badgers. The Badgers are coming back in college football. Yeah. The Big Ten feels complete with having the Big Ten back. Pac-12 is coming back in a week later. But having the Big Ten and the heavy hitters from the Big Ten to include the Wisconsin Badgers, going to be interesting to see how they do and how this schedule and hopefully can go through. Could have an actual season in college football for the Big Ten specifically, so that Wisconsin Badgers or Ohio State Buckeyes can be making it into the Final Four, making it to the college football playoff at the end of the year. I know it's not an NFL question, but left-handed in regards to college football, do you have any thoughts in regards to Big Ten or who you think should be the class of the Big Ten in regards to a team?
Right now, as far as college football is concerned, when we talk about the Big Ten, man, I'm kind of like, we talk about Penn State. You talk about, Ohio State is supposed to always, have their number, push up. This has been a crazy year. You know who I think out of the Big Ten who might make some noise on a surprise tip? Finally make some noise. Michigan. I think Michigan finally going to get it together. In this weird year, this would be just the year that Michigan gets everything together for Jim Harbaugh. I think Michigan can beat Ohio State. I think Michigan can, do what they need to do. Are they a playoff team? I don't know. But can they make some noise? Can they be a top 10? Yep. I believe that in Michigan. So I like Michigan. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. I appreciate you. Let me rock out. Make sure you check us out, man. We No Knockoffs Radio, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays from 9 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. After Further Review 2.0, aka the Sideline Pass. We're doing our thing, man. Check us out on Facebook. Come and get down with us. We're doing the football picks, man. Make sure you have your picks in before 5 o'clock Eastern Time. It's After Further Review 2.0, aka the Sideline Pass. That's on Facebook. That's the name of the group. All right. Salute to you, Steve, man. It's always a pleasure, my guy. Always. You're a crazy dude, man. You're a crazy dude. Always a pleasure, man. We'll talk, all right?
All right, Salute. Take care. Salute.
All right, let's go. Peace.
But all in all, it's going to be an interesting week, and I certainly think and wonder in regards to the NFL. And hey, look at that, Five Guys. Like, really, look at that beautiful hat. What? See, now I can be weird because I'm all by myself. But, Five Guys Burger and Fries. Check it out if you are in Wisconsin. Coming up to Wausau, central Wisconsin area. Also in your own area, right? Five Guys. Place to be for sure. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do food reviews at Five Guys. Their fries are dying. They're literally amazing. I'm not just saying that because I work there now. I'm not just saying that because I could be manager there. I'm saying that because that is some real talk. like for real, bro, and brosita. That's not a word, but anyways, you know what I mean. It's like today. After work, I had I almost say corn dog. No, not a corn dog. Cheese dog, which I don't think I ever really had. I've had hot dogs a lot, obviously, but not that cheese dog. Amazing. Also had some grilled cheese as well. Tried that. Burgers. And it's all good. Everything they have. And you pay for it. Might be a little more expensive than your average place, but that's because of the great quality and time in regards to preparation and making it for you fresh there every day. Um, and the atmosphere, just being there, the Five Guys, um, or Five Guys Burgers and Fries is the actual full name of the place. But they have locations all over the United States. But they have just, I believe, just one in the state of Wisconsin, and that is near my area here in north central Wisconsin. So if you are in the Wisconsin area and you want to give Five Guys a chance because you heard about it nationally or seen it on YouTube or people talking about it, give it a chance. It'll be worth your money, your hard-earned money. It's not going to waste. Give it a shot, give it a try, and you certainly will not miss on fries. Um, they're amazing. I put it on Facebook like they're so good. You make you want more after you're done. It's kind of true. But and again, I'm not just saying that because I work there. And trying other items menu, otherwise milkshakes, and all the options. So just check it out if you are in the area or in your own area. Five Guys Burgers and Fries, and let them know Stevie K from YouTube, from the Sports Talk Network, sent you there. But beyond that, NFL continuing on, still going on as scheduled. As you see, I'm repping old school Milwaukee Bucks. Go Bucks. Because they don't have a current uniform, or jersey, I mean. The only thing I have of a current logo or look, I got a beanie cap I got when I went to a Bucks game where I got to sit courtside once in a lifetime. I'm still blessed to be able to do that. I got a beanie cap for that. And I got a t-shirt from Goodwill. Because I was in a Goodwill and I just saw that and I'm like, hey, need something, someone updated for what in fact if I go to another Bucks game, if they, let us go. Which I did enjoy doing the excuse me, sorry about that. I was able to do the virtual fan experience. Also, I want to share, I haven't done videos lately on my denture channel. As you can see, I don't have them in. But I will do a video about my dentures and how they're doing with my uppers and get my lowers here soon. And all that. I already shared my story over on that channel of why I got to this point, and I'm actually happy about it. Now, but I know I'm weird and wacky, but hey, you guys like me for it, right? Or do you? No, I mean I am what I am. I am me, right? And as people always say, be you. Whether people like you in spite of it or for it or whatever, and that's in relationships, let alone friendships. I want to be with friends that will like me for my weirdness or things that we differ on in regards to interests. Right? Not gonna have the same interest, but we have a common interest to be friends, or hopefully with a woman to have a relationship with. So whether I'm in a relationship with someone or being a friend with someone, um, I want them to like me or love me or respect me for me, and not in spite of my weird, wacky, random silliness that I do. But that's me. I'm goofball. Um, And my favorite movie is 13 Going on 30. I watch that on a loop 24 hours. I don't give up. And I do love rom-coms. My favorite band is Nickelback. Yep. Anyways, just to share that because why not? Because I'm in a good mood. I'm happy. And I'm enjoying my working, and what the opportunities could present for me here soon. And then also I'm just enjoying life. I mean, it's a little, kind of sucks in regards to with my new coworkers that whether it's because of my look or because I'm too weird or maybe because it looks like I'm staring or being, creepy when I'm not mean to. Sometimes I'm in lost of thoughts or I'm just staring at something else but through them. Just hope to be able to gain respect or talk to some of them, especially if I do become a manager here shortly. If that happens, it's not in stone, but hopefully, being geared up for it. Let's just put it that way. But um, but all in all, you know, I'm enjoying it. And I do have a good, great friend that I've met that I might even see tomorrow. Give him a ride to work. Morris, shout out to Morris. If he is still watching, if you are, let me know on a Facebook DM or on here in the comments if you can. But shout out to him because he's a cool dude. He works. Well, tomorrow he'll be working evenings. But anyway, the point is he's cool. He keeps it straight and keeps it real, just like Left-Handed and Fresh do that were on the show tonight. But also maybe he can be my help in regards, or maybe not. I don't know. Try to let others know that hey, Steve's okay. You can talk. He might be a little odd. He might be a little eccentric or goofy, but that's him. That's just how he is, right? Or others are more serious, or others are more um, cool with it, with hip and lingo or something like that. I don't know. My point is, I might not be like that. Some of that stuff might go over my head, but that's not because I don't care or that I'm not listening. It's just I might not get the joke or I might not get the thing, whatever, because I'm how I know. I also do like Hallmark TV shows, like Murder Mystery Channel. Um, I like video games, though I only have a PS2 and a PS3 or 4 yet. But I am watching on YouTube like scary games in regards to like Until Dawn, Resident Evil, Franbo, Amnesia, and others. One of my favorite shows in regards to paranormal um, was I can't remember, but you know what I mean that show, that show. Um, but again, I don't know. I'm just sharing because why not? And who knows who's watching, right? But yeah, I just want to obviously promote Five Guys. Hopefully, it was all right to do so. I would think it'd be as long as it's in a positive way. Obviously, I mean, come on now. But all in all, they don't even need my promotion. They speak for themselves. They have high quality. Um, they're big time in the region already for how they are. So, and their standards and quality. It's all good. It's all great. And what else was I gonna bring up? You guys should do a Q&A video, or as I say, any subscribers or any people that are watching this at all. If you have a suggestion for me to do a video on whatever topic, whether it's serious or not, that you want my opinion on, I'll do that video. It literally takes me seconds. Well, it might take me a full minute to create the StreamYard call, and to do it. As you see right there, powered by StreamYard, there in the corner. But all in all, this football season's been good. I look forward to seeing how we moving forward. So get your picks in if you want. You can predict here in the comment section below, or send me a DM on social media. You can find me on all the social media because I'm everywhere. But seriously, I'm always online doing something. For my wrestling show, you can find me at the Ramble _ WWE on Twitter. At Talking _ Packers on Twitter for that one. At Army _ Strong _ 06 for my personal handle on Twitter. On the Instagram at Stephen K _ 06. You can snap me on Snapchat at CPK _ 06. That's the lingo, but it does sound kind of weird when I say it. And you can find me trying to do TikTok. What the hell got it growing? I got over 4K followers. But Stevie K _ 06 there on the TikTok. There. So find me in all those places. Of course, here on YouTube, if you're already here, youtube.com/user. Touch complete to right. Welcome to share word of mouth or however you're able to promote to people. Let them know about this channel. Let them know about this podcast. I love talking football with anybody that wants to join in. I mean, if Mortis is comfortable, whether on camera or not on camera, and he's able to be on a show, we jump on. He can literally come over to the house and be on my show in person. I can actually have like a in studio guest. I know it's special, right? I'm cool like that. Anyways, sorry. I'm just me. I'm just happy right now. So when I'm happy, I can also be goofy and. But to me, I don't see it weird. It's just me being me and having fun. You know, and as long as no one tries to ruin my fun, and what, then we all are copacetic, man. Hashtag live life to the fullest. Hashtag everything happens for a reason. Hashtag single. Hashtag romantic cuddler. Alright, I'll shut up now. Anyways, hope you all are having a great evening, had a great day, having a good week so far. I mean, it is hump day, it's Wednesday. Looking forward to the second half of the week. I have my wrestling show. My podcast will be on Saturday. Then Sunday, when I get back home from work, I will do my review after I quickly watch the pay-per-view, the review of WWE Hell in a Cell. And so I will unable to be able to live tweet. I won't be able to live tweet during the show on Sunday because I'll be at work. But I definitely, for sure, will be doing my review when I get back, whatever time it is, whether it's 11 p.m., 11:30, 12:02 a.m. It may be technically Monday when I do it, but I'll do it there to get it here in there for everybody for my review for WWE Hell in a Cell. That will be this Sunday night on the WWE Network. But with all that, with all my all that shared, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Hope you did enjoy this video. If you watched all the way to the end, or if you're just watching this part in general, watch the whole thing. Watch me promote Five Guys enough times, and self promotion by wearing this all day. Well, not all day, kind of all day since 8 a.m. So okay, all day. I'm just really love my job. I've only been there for 2 shifts, 6 days, 2 shifts. Because okay, whatever. I don't need to explain. Point is, loving it so much, like I'm wearing it, out doing other things after work or otherwise. Not just because I'm still in my uniform or whatever. It's weird because for me, like I feel more, I guess, swag or confidence when I'm dressed up, like in a suit. Because when I'm in a suit, I feel the most confident and relaxed and dressed. And, self-esteem is up. It's my highest then and this and that. Again, that's just me. But even just wearing this hat or when I was wearing my uniform, full uniform after work and doing other things and going other places before actually getting home to enjoy my lunch and having then later my dinner of the cheese dog. Have its own swag, rocking into an art store or someone else, wearing the Five Guys apparel. Because it's not just apparel, it's a working lifestyle now. So, and I'm very honored in regards to being on track at least so far. To maybe get that kind of mental position and being able to show my worth in that regard. I appreciate that from management current. Look forward to hopefully be part of that team. But all in all, I think I'm finally done talking and rambling about other things that aren't in football. Go Pack Go. Hopefully we can bounce back from our loss to Tampa Bay. I'm losing my voice here. Getting a win next week against Houston. Hopefully that can get done. Hoorah. Hope you all have a great evening. If you did watch to the end, comment. Comment cheese dog. Sure, why not? Anyways, enjoy your evening. Enjoy the weather in your area because it's snowy here. And above all else, as always, and above all else, as always, take care.